What's going on, everyone? So in this section of how-to, it's not really a how-to, it's me fixing my wife's van. So, and I was sitting there driving it one day, me and her. Give me 1 second. Whoop. There, close up on my phone. All right, has something on the lens. But the brakes, when you're stopping, steering will start shaking real vigorously, meaning more likely it's the rotors. So they need to be turned. But anyway, so here's a rotor. It's got that mirror glaze look to it. So I do need to have these turned. These are brand new rotors that I bought. I can't remember when I bought them, but I put them on brand new because the other one was so worn down. But the pads still look good. Those of you who can see, they still got life to it. But other than that, everything's looking good still for 160,000 miles on a Dodge Caravan. Anyway, so I'm gonna take the rotor off, take it to advance. I didn't know this, but they turn rotors, so go figure. Or was it O'Reilly's? I can't remember. One of them two does it. But it was I was kind of worried it was the calipers acting up. There wasn't no substantial pull to one side, but even when I was driving, like accelerating and then let off the gas and start decelerating, it would just kind of slow down a little faster than usual. So I'm gonna check into the brake calipers, see what it is. Probably nothing serious, probably just the rotors getting heat up and it's just causing friction. So I'm gonna check out the pads when I take them off, all that good stuff, and then go from there. And I'll keep y'all updated. Checking the glides out, see how they look. I might re-lube them. It looks like they kind of scorch a little. It should still be okay. All right. Misjudged that size. I thought it was 18 or 19. It's probably a 21. Let me go get the right socket, and now I'll be taking the brake caliper off, and then the rotor's gonna slide off. since I got 4 kids that like to grab stuff. Also, it's a good rule of thumb. Make sure you're doing this for the first time. Put them all together so you know what goes where. It's got that mirror glaze to it. It's also got that ripple effect going across. They definitely need to be turned. So, yeah. Load this on my truck. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and easy peasy. I do have an extra set of brake pads just in case though, but I think I can still reuse these. Nothing wrong with it. All right, so I am back and bought me some brake parts cleaner, and this is my rotor. Had it turned. No more mirror glaze to it. It looks good. But whenever you get new rotors or have rotors turned, be sure to clean them off with brakes cleaner. So I'm about to step away from the camera so I can clean this off, spray it down, and I'm gonna slap it back onto the vehicle. All right, so I got it sprayed down. These knee pads right here, they're so awesome. Really saves your knees. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to put this puppy on. But before I do, I wanna lube up the glides. So I need to run in my shop. I'm gonna lube them up. Make sure they're all good. So I'll be right back so I can get that. All right, side with a notch goes on the inside. That's your brake warning. So when the brake pad goes down far enough, it starts scrubbing up against the rotor. I always get the bottom lug nut all the way through, so it'll hold the tire for you. That's your best bet, and that's your best way of getting the tire lined up. All right, so after this, I'm gonna get the impact, put it on, and do the other side, and now I'm gonna take it for a test drive and see how it feels. All right, so in my wife's van, you always want to pump the brakes. If you don't drain the brake fluid, that is, like if you're doing it that way, then you need to pump the brakes, bleed them, stuff like that. But I didn't compress the caliper in, so everything's good. But even when you're getting your rotors turned and you're reusing your brake pads, you want to seat your brakes again. So just kind of press the brake pedal a few times to get it good. Get the pads flush up against the rotor. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna go for a test drive and see how the van does. Now, there was pretty bad shaking in the steering, so we're gonna see how it does now. But I was also driving for a while. Me and my wife and all our kids, we were in the van running some errands, and it just, we were driving around, and that's when I noticed it started shaking. So I'm going to have to drive the van around for a while, see how it does, make sure the shaking stops. So when I let my foot off the gas, cruises along pretty smooth, nothing serious. Yesterday, it was when I let my foot off the brake, like I'm still cruising about 56, 57. I'm naturally gonna lose speed, but it was just, I dropped speed so fast, it was crazy. And now, it's already braking so smooth. Steering wheel's not jumping. Yesterday it was jumping side to side real bad, like I said. Alright. Still gonna drive it for a while because of how it acted. Because I was driving my van for a while, so just gonna see how it does. And I'm gonna do a better camera shot. Probably put it right here on the window so y'all can see the steering wheel. But there's a lot that plays into a shaking steering wheel. Like, if it's shaking while you're driving, it could be your wheels out of balance. That'd be the cheapest, easiest thing to do. But it could be like tie rod ends or something. Or if your car kind of floats and you don't stay in the line like you should, that could be tie rod ends. 9 times out of 10, that's your tie rod ends. Like if your car just floats like that, or a wheel bearing. So to use the brakes a lot, trying to mimic what it did yesterday. smooth while braking. All right, so I had the rotors turn. I put them back on and everything. Went for a little test drive and no vibration. Steering wheel didn't shake once. I didn't put that on camera for y'all. I wish I would have had it on camera of the steering wheel shaking, but I mean, it sounded bad. It sounded like a transmission going out. Like, it was weird, but you don't smell it anymore. Everything's good. So yeah, that's it. If you feel shaking in your steering wheel when braking, and just keep in mind, get your rotors turned. That might be one of the main problems, or you could have a caliper messed up if it's pulling on one side. But hope this video helped, and if you did like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and continue to follow me for more videos. Hope y'all have an awesome day.